Hey guys, TheChrisD here again, and wait a minute. This is a post commentary, and this is Black Ops 2. What the bloody hell's going on? Yeah, in case you're wondering, this is my Black Ops 2 first impressions-esque video. I know it seems kind of late considering the game is now been out, what, 2 weeks now, I think? Because I only got it a few days ago after, I think it was Vampiric Podrick who mentioned that there were several I can't even say CD key. What the hell's going on? Some CD key websites that would actually sell this game for dirt cheap, so I managed to pick it up for €42, and then threw the extra tenner down for upgrade to Digital Deluxe on Steam. Still, €52 was not too shabby considering it could cost 70 raw, so taking 20 quid off is decent. So I played it for a while. This particular game here is a game capture the flag on Standoff with Slow on the other team. I'm running my default, well, not my default, I'm running my shotgun class. In this game I was running my Saiga 12 instead of the 870, so it's Saiga 12 with the only unlocks I had available: Reflex sight and long barrel, combined with lightweight, fast hands and toughness, and dexterity and extreme conditioning. Normally my shotgun class has an 870 with 3 attachments, so I generally take off toughness for that. Hopefully I'll have a game of that shotgun soon. So my first impressions of the game are actually very good. The main reason I actually picked it up was that it was actually Ken Burton who was going on in his kind of first impressions video saying that the game was like absolutely bloody brilliant, and as most of us should probably know, Ken Burton, the former Machinima UK and EU partner guy thing, and now content director or whatever. But as we all know, he is absolutely shit at these games. So when someone who is, absolutely completely fucking shit at these games says it's very good, very balanced, etc., it's kind of worthwhile looking into. So I went and I picked it up, and I'm actually pretty impressed with how the game plays out. Now obviously it seems to play very fluidly. It's a lot better than the system is not. Well, from what I can tell, it's not the dedicated server system like it was in Black Ops 1. That was one thing I didn't particularly like. There was no physical, you couldn't own a dedicated server for Black Ops 2 and, manage it or whatever you wanted. There's no server browser. It's all matchmaking based. But apparently the servers you're put on are all dedicated servers in Treyarch's backend, which is a lot better than the P2P system that was in Endub 2 and 3 and possibly COD 4. Because that P2P system was absolutely crap in both Endub 2 and 3. When I both tried them on PC, it was absolutely useless. So hopefully now these dedicated servers, they seem dedicated enough, they do a job. I'd so much prefer to have a server browser, a few custom things so I can just be like, instead of having to play to the default rules, you could be playing Dom to 500 points or something, however many minutes, capture the flag that goes on to 10 caps, etc., all that stuff. Just kind of thing that I kind of like to join around in Black Ops 1, except for the few servers that had crazy rules, and I just was like, yeah, fuck these servers, blacklist. I know people have been saying the weapon balance is very good in this game. I'm on the fence about it. In the first couple of weeks, obviously, as most of you who've played the game are probably aware, SMGs run riot. And it's kind of not how it should be. It was the same in MW3. SMGs, especially the MP7, kind of ran riot, and it's somewhat similar in this. I'm seeing MP7s, I'm seeing MSMCs everywhere, I'm seeing PDWs. You really can't avoid the SMGs. It was only recently in the weapon charts that were published, weapon damage charts. I forget the guy's name. It was on Reddit. Someone in Reddit Black Ops 2, I think, was posting this and posting on their website. But the full weapon charts for Black Ops 2, and it kind of shows why the SMGs are fairly broken. Most of them, they all have minimum damage of 30, or sorry, maximum damage of 33, at least 33. I think even the PDW is 35 and the MSNC is 40. And that's kind of, when you combine that with the fire rate that they have, and the fire rate, the hip fire spread, and especially when you can add the fact that you can add the laser sight on for even less hip fire spread, they're kind of broken. You can pretty much hip fire any SMG that has a laser. You can hip fire from medium range and kill anyone. You can kill them before they can pretty much even raise their sights. So I'd like to see SMGs getting a nerf in the future, at least, if not, to recoil or spread. Ideally, I'd like to see their damage get nerfed to maximum 25, so that they're a 4-shot kill. And when you combine that 4-shot kill with their radius, or when you combine that 4-shot kill with their fire rate and kind of with their hip fire spread and their general spread in general, that kind of makes sense. Also, Slow did not like this gameplay, and he's probably not going to like the fact I'm actually putting this gameplay up. So, sorry, Slow. Anyway, yes, 4-shot kill for SMGs will be ideal. Maybe a little bit of. I'm not sure. I need to check the code. I don't know whether you can actually have spread while ADS. I wouldn't mind some ADS spread, or at least some increased recoil, increased ADS sights recoil, both ADS and hipfire recoil. Another thing is that the LMGs seem underpowered. Now I just say they seem underpowered. I've seen enough people who can actually use LMGs effectively, but in my eyes they're kind of underpowered when you compare them even to the assault rifles as well and the SMGs. And if you look at the weapon chart spreads, their aim time is nearly half a second. I mean, I don't understand why their aim time is so low. I'm aware that you're supposed to be moving slow, and 90%, the fact that the movement speeds are kind of high, they're on Black Ops 1 standard, not Modern Warfare 3, and the fact that LMGs only knock you down to 90%, ARs at 95. I think even launchers are only down to like 90 or 85, I can't remember that. But I'd like to see LMGs aim a little bit faster, because when you bear in mind the time to kills of the other weapons, especially, you know, if you come up against an SMG, or if you come up against an SMG at medium range and you have a light machine gun, you'll be dead before you can even aim up your sights. And don't suggest quick draw handle, because I've had that on. That doesn't reduce the time by all that much. It only seems to go up to, what, 350 milliseconds. So I'd like to see light machine guns buffed with a decreased aim time to at least base, you know, 400 milliseconds, 350 milliseconds. Needs to be quicker. It's far too slow right now. You really can't use them. You really can't use them, you know, aggressively. Yes, you can defend with them very well, especially if you're sat in a corner with an LMG with a target finder on it. You can just sit behind an objective for pretty much the entire game. But when, you know, for actual proper fights, you sit there, where you have to kind of run around and try. When you're not sitting there, you have to try and run around and find people. LMGs are not great. And I wouldn't mind if my MK46 got a little buff, but apparently it has great accuracy at long range, so I'm not going to argue against that. I like the belt shed machine guns, what can I say? Also, the fact that you can equip the combat knife, oh, that's just so fun. I'm aware there's enough people that give out about things such as, you know, knifer classes running around, but, you know, sometimes it's the reason I have it on my shotgun class. I don't have a secondary weapon, so I can run around with the knife, just, you know, in case I want to be an ass. Because it is kind of based, that is my rush-based class. My current SMG class is also designed in an anti-air role. So yes, it has all those damn perks, cold-blooded, not hardwired? I think it is cold-blooded, hardwired. The other topic I wanted to go on about was just probably a good thing, but Ghost is still Ghost, so... Stuns, shock grenades, all this kind of stuff. Oh my god, they last far too long even on base. I know David Vonderhaar has come out stating they're supposed to be powerful by default because of the fact that they take up an allocation point, but still, like, I can be hit by, oh gosh, but be hit by a conch and I'll be out for like 4 or 5 seconds. It's far too long. It need all the things like shock charges, the stun grenades, flash grenades, everything like that. Needs to be reduced by at least a second, if not 2 seconds, default. Where tac mask pretty much knocks it down to almost nothing, but you shouldn't have to rely on having tac mask just to be able to avoid them. Like, they shouldn't be affecting you all that much. They need a nerf. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I might have more Black Ops 2 soon, if Slow will let me upload them, if I beat him like this.